Peace. What's good, y'all? Salute. It's your brother God Signs up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch. Appreciate y'all, true indeed. Just coming up and say, salute and a rest in peace to Quincy Jones. Had to do that. Being a music producer, man, ever since I was a kid, when albums, back then we had albums, vinyl, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s. And my dad was very into music and Earth, Wind and Fire, Gap Band, all kinds of music, to Pink Floyd, you know. And I used to read the credits, and what used to fascinate me about music was the producer. You know, I used to always look to see who it was produced by. Back then, they used to even show like what they use, what type of synthesizer, the Fairlight and they showed all that stuff, and that shit used to fascinate me. Like, how does that look? You know, well, you know, what was the process? So even back then, man, music was a passion for me, and I just always wanted to make music. But Quincy Jones, man, was like one of the greatest, responsible for making probably one of the greatest albums in history. Now, me and my cousin, we go back and forth on this. I don't know what y'all stance is. He thinks Off the Wall is better than Thriller. I think Thriller is better only because PYT is on there. And that's my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time, PYT. And when Kanye West sampled that shit, I was kicking myself like, why didn't I think of that? But he did a good job on it on graduation. But PYT is my favorite Michael Jackson song. And of course, we know that, Quincy couldn't do it without Rob Templeton. Salute to him, you know. But he has a legacy, Now, I do know before he died, a couple months, he was revealing all kinds of crazy stuff. Pause. Um, and I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about him as a music producer. You know what I mean? All that other crazy stuff, I don't know about it. Quincy was like one of the biggest figures in the industry, so he should know. He should know. But, I don't even want to know. But as a music producer, can get better than that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people point to like, he didn't make Thriller till he was like around 50 or something. I think it just shows that, I don't know, it's just basically in hip hop, it's this age thing. Like if you love music and you love making music, why would you, let's say you turned 45, okay, I'm 45 years old. I love doing this craft of making music. It not only brings me joy, but I might possibly be able to make something off of it, a living, or it keeps me sane or keeps me balanced. But I'm gonna have to stop doing it now because I'm 45 years old. It doesn't make any sense. And only in our culture that we do some dumb crap like that. Because what Roger Waters, he's still making music, right? David Gilmour, he's still making music. You know what I'm saying? All these rock bands, they still making music, and they're lift up by the community, by the rock community because of what they did. Total opposite in hip hop. You Too Old, and Rakim just came out with an album last month. They had people say, he need to lay it down. So why? He one of the greatest. If you love making music, why? If it's not whack, it's not whack. I mean, what you want? If Rakim came out doing some trap stuff, we're gonna all look at him retarded like, yo, that's not your lane. So you gotta do you. You know what I'm saying? And I just never got that in our community. Why we limit ourselves by age. You get better. If anything, making Thriller with Quincy Jones at the age of 50 proves that your ears get better as a music producer. Better. Look at Dave Prasado. Sorry if I butcher his name, but he's one of the greatest audio engineers of all time. And he's old. But don't you think his ears got better with time? I don't know. I just don't get that. So, you know, as a producer, I can make a hit and have one of these youngins sing on it, and that ain't gonna stop me. That if that song is a hit and people love it and people feeling it, it's gonna get played. It doesn't matter if I'm 44 years old. It doesn't. And it just shows that the level of limited thinking our people, was conditioned in. You know what I'm saying? Especially in hip hop. Especially hip hop. I think the eldest, like LL just put out an album, which was dope. It wasn't Mama Said Knock You Out. Of course, it's not gonna be like in his prime, but it was dope. You still got Ghostface. I mean, these dudes is legends, man. And they masters of what they did. Damn flies. They masters of what they did. So why should they stop if they make a certain age, especially if they're healthy to do it? Man, there ain't no limit to be making music. There's no limit. My personal, you know, a lot of these dudes out here, 2 Chainz and Drake, they ain't in their 20s no more, and they still making hot music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Nas, he had a run a couple years, dropping album after album in his 40s. I mean, it's like only in hip hop, this stupid crap. But anyway, man, I'm all going all off of it. The whole video was just to say salute to, you made some good music. You inspired a lot of people. You inspired me. I sampled a lot of his music from the dude. It wasn't put out like, placement by any artist, but, you dig in the crates and you challenge yourself to make a beat. And Quincy Jones had a lot of great samples, man. You know what I'm saying? Human Nature, Nas album, Large Professor Rock, that's all Quincy Jones, man. So salute to Quincy, man. He was amazing. One of the greatest. One of the greatest. I mean, that's the pick. That's the goal that you want to achieve when you become a music producer. You know what I mean? So salute to him and rest in peace, to him, and condolences to his family and everything. I know his son does produce QD3. So, condolences to his family and everything. And y'all stay safe, man. You know what I mean? We got a lot of our elders, going, man. And you know what I'm saying? Live the long life. And I know in context it's not long. In context of the universe, just a blink of the eye. But 90 years old or so, yeah. I like to make it there, you know what I mean? So, respect to all y'all. Peace.